Yo, it's a sad evening indeed. So we've seen all over the news that there is this land, like it belonged to the East Africa Portland Cement, and apparently it had been grabbed. The land grabbers sold to, like, they sold it to different people, and people have been living there for over 10 years. We've seen churches, schools, and people's personal houses being demolished, and it was sad indeed. So my concern is to those who do that job, like, if your work is to go and demolish that house, yes, that's your mandate, that's your duty. You've been assigned to go and demolish those property. So you as a person, yes, you're doing your job. Like, how is your conscience? Like, how do you feel? Do you go back home and eat normally, then sleep in peace? Because I'm somehow even terrified. Imagine something like this house, it costed like millions of shillings. Number one, buying the land itself, it costed these people money. Number two, buying the construction materials, then paying the laborers. It involves a lot. There is piping, wiring, like building itself, painting. When you look at this house, it had already been painted, and it was, I don't know if the owner was living in it, but if at all they could have been given some time, they could have saved a lot of things. Like, they could have demolished this house in a good manner so that you can save a lot of your property. I know it's how building, it's draining, but the building is not easy. It's so draining, and even sometimes yani kanja wanakuja wanakuchota pesa na mtu anaiharibu hivi tu within the blink of an eye yake visijui. So my heart goes to all those who have lost like, we can call them, who have lost their homes, because living in a place for more than 10 years or even for more than 5 years, that's home. That's home, man. So if you know a friend, a relative, or a neighbor, or even a family member whose job is to demolish these houses, I know demolition happens very many times, but do you know anyone who does that? Like, that's their job, to go and demolish someone's property. Like, how is their conscience? I mean, I'm not that I'm blaming them, as much as it's their job, it's their duty to do so. Like, is their conscience clear? Like, are they normal? How do they feel? Do they feel guilty after that? Anyway, if you have lost any property, like if you've lost your house, my heart goes to you. I know how painful it is, but it's so painful, especially now that like times are tough. You don't know where you'll start from, and from the look of things, I don't think if they'll be compensated. What I know, when you live in a land that belongs to government, and it's time to take that land from you, you're either given an alternative area to live, or you're compensated in terms of money. But for this situation, I don't know if they'll be compensated in any way. And you as a person, your diligent search, do your own proper research. Like nowadays, so many celebrities are advertising plots and lands. I had that there's a difference between a plot and land. I don't know what's the difference, but whenever you get a land that you want to buy, just do your diligent research. Usiharakishe. Utapata mtu anakuharakisha, nunua hii plot. Usiharakishe. Imagine kuna watu wametangaza mashamba for a very long time. Nataka kusema hizo mashamba huwa ziishi. Personally, I'm always afraid to invest in land. Imagine such a situation. Umeshanunua shamba, umejenga, then kidogo kidogo tu siku inakuja unabombolewa. It's so sad, very sad indeed. Anyway, my heart goes to all those families who have lost their homes worth millions, and may God remember you, may God comfort you, may God locate you at this time that you need him the most, and may God just be with you.